R&B Money.
Ashanti, Irv Gotti, that was another ill story too. You know, I didn't really know Irv Gotti. I met him like 2-3 days before Pun died. And we talked for like hours. And then Pun died, and then, you know, that's where I met Ja Rule. I was sitting in the funeral crying, and then I look up, and it was Ja Rule. He was like, yo, sorry about your brother. And like I said, I let God push me through. At that moment, I said to myself, oh, this is my guy. You know, because I don't cry. So when I finally broke down and cried out of nowhere, it was Ja Rule standing over me. I said, oh, God, let me know this is my guy. So I told him, thank you. And then out of nowhere, I was sleeping in the crib with my wife, and phone rang when you still had the house phone. Shit like 3 in the morning, it's Irv Gotti. Yo, Joe, we made a joint for you. Come down. I'm like, who's this? He was like, it's Irv Gotti. So I go down there, they press play. It's What's Love? What's love got to do? They gave me a smash when them niggas was rocking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I always stayed loyal to them. You
I
know
gotta
what
ask a question about that. The aggression that you start the record with.
Put that fucking, I was still in the street.
The song is called What's Love? Put the fucking beat on.
Put the fucking mic on. It was like, I was Supreme Beam Ghetto. Still, I don't know how to explain this shit to you.
Fuck your R&B record.
Nobody told me it was gonna be like, you know, yo, you gonna be doing stadiums. After that, it was like white people discovered Fat Joe. After What's Love?
Yeah.
I couldn't perform for black people or Spanish people for like 2 years straight. I was doing all them jingle balls.
Yeah.
Every white guy, whoever,
Yeah.
Katy Perry,
Yeah.
whoever the white guys
You was getting booked in Vegas at that point.
Yeah.
Fuck Vegas, like it was the whole place was white. It was like who's the white, like say if it was right now, What's Love was right now, I'd be on tour with Billie Eilish and shit like that. It's just no way around it.
Right.
So they hear the cause you know you can't do one song.
Yeah.
So when they hear
Now you
the
gotta do
other
the
5
other.
songs, they hearing fuck you, suck my dick, bitch, this, that. And then What's Love? They like confused, like, yo, I thought he's like a fucking commercial pop guy.
Right.
So I was doing the hardcore shit, then doing it. It was crazy, man. Now that I know what I know, you know, for being
Your
in the
set
game
list would
so
be a little
long,
different.
way different.
So you hadn't settled in to that being a formula. You were just like,
Well, he
these
only
are just
had 2 of them at this
two
point.
great records that are what they are. Standalone.
Well, Pun started with the
Wait, still not a player.
still not a player. So when
Fire.
I met Pun, I told him I wanted him to be the Spanish Biggie. And you know, he's into lyrics, hardcore beats, this, that. He loved R&B. Janet Jackson was his favorite, but his favorite record of all time was Fire and Desire. So he be driving through the Bronx, Fire and Desire. Like, he was a big R&B head too. But he preferred to rap hardcore. And so I was like, yo, we gotta do something for the girls. We gotta do. And then he did the joint with Joe the singer. You know, thank God for Joe and Kedar Massenberg, because, you know, Joe had just sold 500,000 records his first week. Joe was the biggest. He was
on
doing
fire.
Drake.
He's on fire.
He was doing Drake numbers.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
literally 500,000 first week. Drake shit. And we stepped to him, and Kedar was like, you know, yo, Joe, I sent him to the studio. He shows up, he does the song with us. Like, think about an artist you never met before, you never heard of, you just sold 500,000 and you humble
you pull
enough
up.
to get on the
Yeah.
record.
Yeah. Shout out to
And
Joe.
so that shit took off. So shout out to Joe for being the real one forever, and Kedar.
But do you
for
also
putting
feel
him on.
like that the legend of Fat Joe also played a part in people understanding how serious you were as a person?
Yes.
And you make a
course.
request, it's like, oh, Fat Joe wants, oh, Fat Joe? Yeah, Fat Joe.
You want to know what's crazy is the first time I worked with Kanye, right? We throw the beat up and I pull out the pen and the pad, and he said, what's that? And I was like, nah, I'm about to write. He was like, you write? Like, I thought you was the Don Corleone. They just come bring the shit to you. You know, the Don asked for it. I said, no, motherfucker, I'm a rapper. I'm an MC.
Yeah.
Bring the
Kanye
Don
West.
his raps.
Yeah, I swear to God, Kanye West said he thought I was the Don. They just bring the shit to me. I was like, are you fucking crazy? I write my shit.
That is crazy.
That was the craziest shit.
right.
He really dead ass thought it was like
Somebody write.
The dawn. Fuck somebody
Your raps
writing.
appear.
Yeah.
Your raps appear. I was like, nah, man, I write. Like, and then we did the joint, Pride and Joy, which very underrated song I did with Kanye. We had everybody on there. Who's on there? Jay, the Bus, the Most Def, this, everybody. Even if it's all about the money, I don't really care. That shit cost me a lot of money.
That was about to be my next question. That sounds like a very expensive
He charged me
record.
nothing. Nobody charged me. He charged me nothing. Shout out to Bink. He charged me nothing. But he said when we shoot the video, I gotta hire Hype Williams.
Oh, shit.
You know what that is. Then I gotta pay for the wardrobe.
Yeah.
He literally had $8,000 tank tops from France. Tank tops. I'm looking at this shit like a hole in my head, man. I'm like, when I went through the shit, I said, yo, what we spent $80,000 on clothes. And when I was looking, the shit was tank tops, sweatpants for $15,000. I mean, we understand that shit now, but at the time, I guess I ain't have it like that. That was coming right after another round.
I don't think we were in tune with fashion that cost that much money.
We wasn't in tune with shit costing that much.
Yeah.
No way. But that was right after another round.
Mm-hmm.
I had just had another round with Chris Brown, and that was the gift that kept giving.
Yeah.
And so,
You got a very aggressive line in that record, too.
Which one? Fuck you with the mask on, Halloween pussy? Yeah, that was a bar to beat.
I told him about that.
Hey, Joe scratching his head.
He tells me all the time. And in the day that don't go
man,
by.
I really listen to music.
You know
man.
how I knew that line? It was coming every single day. I go on Twitter. Somebody be like, "This nigga said, fuck you with your mask on, Halloween pussy." But let me tell you that story. I'm in Africa, so for a long time, I've been to more places in Africa than most artists. I've been everywhere in Africa. And so it was a time where American artists were either scared to go to Africa or didn't want to go to Africa. So I've been to Kenya, I've been to Somalia, I've been to Zimbabwe, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Luanda, I've been to Rwanda, I've been to Angola. I damn near lived in Angola, Equatorial Guinea. I've been to Morocco. I've been, I went to Nigeria a million times. I went to a place called Djibouti. I'm doing all of Africa, right? So I did everything in Africa. And then one show I had Timbaland, Chris Brown, Sierra. It was finally, I seen some Americans. I'm in Africa. And Chris Brown sit there and he talking with me. He said, yo, Crack, man, let's do a song. It's time. I look at Chris Brown, so like, now, Chris, I'm kind of fucked up right now too. I needed a hit. Yeah. You know when you go through one of them slumps?
I know.
Where you got a little 3-4 years where you ain't put one out the park? Look, when you're used to putting out number ones and you get a slump where you almost can't see the number. I was putting out so many number ones. They was like a joke to me. I was giving away number ones.
R&B